Welcome and thanks for being here. My name is Michelle and I'm a software developer for a retail truck stop chain. And today I'm presenting a clear business case for something simple but powerful using image-based monitoring to manage one of the most high-stakes areas in our stores, the tobacco sections. This isn't a hypothetical solution. It's already being done. And in truck stops and travel centers where the pace is fast, labor's tight, and tobacco is still a top revenue category, this kind of visibility has become essential. What I'm about to walk you through isn't just a plan, it's a way to reduce risk, protect margin, and finally see what's happening in one of the most overlooked corners of our operations. This is Jackie. She manages Store 442, one of our top performing travel centers in the Midwest. She knows her customers, she knows her team, she's on top of backstock and scheduling and sales targets. She's focused on hitting the key KPIs, availability, compliance, and profit. But even for a strong manager like Jackie, the tobacco sections are hard to stay on top of. They're high value and high risk and very easy to overlook during peak traffic. This solution gives Jackie the visibility she needs so she can stay focused on the big picture without losing track of what matters behind the counter and on the floor. Let's start out with the pain point that affects every store, every retailer: out of stocks. Tobacco is one of our top revenue categories across all locations. When a customer's preferred brand isn't available, they don't wait. And this isn't one of those just go grab another soda moment. It's go to another store moment. And often they take the entire basket with them and we don't get a penny. And it turns out more than 40% of these shoppers walk out. That can equate to hundreds or even thousands in lost monthly revenue for a single high volume store. Multiply that across the network and you're in trouble. Image-based monitoring helps us catch issues in real time. A camera spots the missing item, triggers an alert before the walkout and before the lost sale. And we have compliance. It's tobacco. We operate in several states. For example, in Illinois, it means clear signage requirements, strict rules about tobacco display and access, no self-service tobacco fixtures. A missing sign, an unlocked cabinet, or a misplaced item can trigger a citation, and fines for a single violation can exceed $1,000 easily. Image-based systems give us a continuous record. They confirm signage is visible. They confirm restricted access. They confirm everything is where it should be. But more importantly, we will know when something isn't, and we can fix it before somebody finds out. And then we have manufacturer programs and scan data. We participate in rebate programs, get price incentives that we can pass on to the customers and that help our margin. We also have brand compliance programs. These are directly tied to scan data and display accuracy. If we commit to 3 Marlboro facings and a loyalty promo and don't deliver, we lose the incentive. Image monitoring will help us verify item presence, promo signage, planogram adherence. By the way, planograms are the diagrams we use to convey exactly where each item is placed on the shelf, kind of like our map and how we find things. But all these things mean that we can better protect our partner incentives and our margins. The system works by instantly analyzing shelf images to verify the retail planogram compliance using some pre-trained AI models, advanced computer vision, and machine learning techniques. It detects empty spaces, misplaced products, and incorrect facings by comparing uploaded shelf photos to a reference planogram. It leverages OpenAI's CLIP model for robust image and text-based product identification, combined with some OCR for brand detection. The multi-method verification using image similarity, some text prompts, OCR, and a little fuzzy matching ensures high accuracy and reduce false positives with a simpler approach. This delivers real-time, actionable reports, highlighting missing or misplaced items and providing detailed compliance insights for our store teams. And then there's ROI. I did a little bit of looking around, and some pilot programs in similar formats have shown 20 to 30% reduction in stockouts monitoring with cameras, a 3 to 8% labor savings from reduced manual audits and spot checks, and even a 5% lift in tobacco sales from improved availability would more than pay for the system in no time by eliminating the out of stocks. So this doesn't just pay for itself, it increases margin in a tightly regulated high volume category. And with fewer walkouts and more consistent compliance, the value grows even faster. It's not just about fixing problems, it's about creating visibility. The camera sees the product on the shelf, POS confirms it was sold. If we see shelf activity and no scan, maybe it's a misscan. If we see scans and the item isn't present, maybe it was theft or a restocking issue. But we finally have a full picture, not just shelf compliance, but operational insight. And here's a little bit about how it works. We do some pre-computing with click features for reference images to speed it up a little bit. And after it gets a picture, we check for empty spaces, extract the region of interest, and just use some brightness and saturation to determine if there's even an item there. And then to check for misplaced items, we use CLIP and actually do some matching between a full set of images of each item and the uploaded image. And we do some OCR and also fuzzy brand matching to make sure we can look at the text. And then that information is just compiled into a report for someone to do with what they wish. The plan is to integrate it into an existing application they already have that does some auto ordering. This is a screenshot of the demo I've been running to test changes, so the stakeholders have something visible, but I do have the demo running. It's not going to have an interface per se. It'll probably just be behind the scenes. At first, I'll use this with the store, but I've created a demo that you can actually take some test images and put some blank spots in, move some things around, and then paste them in. And this one I've already uploaded, and it's giving me, that's another test image, I apologize. This is the one I've uploaded, and it has some missing spots here. Sorry about that. And then the analysis is down here. It knows there's a Pall Mall missing, a Winston Light missing, something is in the wrong spot here, and then there's one missing here. And if I paste an image in, this one takes a little bit because it's doing the comparisons, but it will give us an analysis, and it knows that there are 3 missing in this image. Why now? Because we've already done it manually. We've had store teams audit, record, track inventory by hand. This will let us scale with more precision, less stress, and clearer results. And Jackie doesn't need to do more. She needs to have smarter tools. And for stores that don't have a Jackie, this raises the bar and it makes every location more consistent. When we started, Jackie was doing her best, managing a high traffic store with high expectations and limited visibility. With image-based monitoring, Jackie doesn't need to run section checks or rely on secondhand updates. She gets a real-time view. She can respond faster with confidence. For her, it means less stress and more control. For the business, it means fewer walkouts, more captured sales, and stronger compliance. And ROI here isn't just about margin lift or labor savings. It's about making every store smarter, every manager more empowered, and every customer interaction more reliable.